What up, y'all? Welcome back to Culture Core Academy. I'm Ping. This is Caleb, and we are doing our ultimate butt rock tier list. Let me pull the camera this way a little bit.
Yeah. Butt rock tier list. Look, first of all, we love tier lists. Second of all, what can we say about butt rock? First of all, you know what we're talking about when we're talking about butt rock. We're talking about all them bands and the songs that sound like a Monster Energy drink.
Mm-hmm.
And, they hit like a Marlboro Red, if you will. All those songs. The songs of people's divorces and their breakups and their makeups.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Ed Hardy, Affliction.
Yep. Key drip to this.
Frosted Tips.
Frosted Tips, of course.
Schecter.
All day. Oh, God. Schecter.
If not Schecter, then definitely Ibanez.
Ibanez, maybe a little PRS in there.
Mm-hmm. If they're rich enough.
If they're right.
Which they usually are.
Right.
Let's be real.
Right. I mean.
These people know privilege.
They do. And look, for better or worse, these bands and these songs are stuck in our mind in the cultural consciousness, and we kind of also see them coming back as the Gen Z folks kind of dabble in it, like crossfade.
Even the ones we don't want there are just there.
They're just there. They're just there. So now we're here to do what we do best and critique and talk major trash.
Uh-huh. We're not going to be as nice as we were on the Toonami tier list because we're just not.
I mean, honestly, there's just a lot of bad here when we're talking about this particular subject.
A lot of good, too, which brings me to the next point. Our grading criteria is going to be musicality. Is it going to be image?
Image is definitely part of it.
All right. And longevity. And we talk about musicality, we're going to give people their just dues. We're not just talking about people who can shred and whatnot like that. No. It's a way more complicated situation than that. When we talk about image, we will be roasting these motherfuckers.
They deserve to be, because there's a lot of bad images.
And when we talk about longevity, we'll probably be roasting these motherfuckers as well.
I mean, there's a lot of them that are still around, and then there's also a lot that just didn't do much after that one joint.
Nope, a lot.
Man, let's kick it off.
All right, let's kick it.
I'm gonna start with. I think a pretty solid hitter of this genre. Let's talk about Shinedown first.
'Cause I found a way.
Stealing the sun from the sky. Hey, they did come out hard. Now, what can we say about them? They had several big hits, man, and
several.
That
one CD had a few.
Right, that first
and
joint
that wasn't their only CD with a few hits on it.
That Leave a Whisper joint.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they were smart. He came out hidden vocally on that first track. I mean, he yelling and everything.
Yeah,
and then they had the smart move of doing the Simple Man cover.
I mean, I can't tell you how many dudes tuned up from Drop D.
Just for that.
They learned those chords for that. They learned chords.
They certainly did. I mean, look,
and Memphis Love, they got Zach Myers on guitar. So
got Zach Myers on guitar. Several members of this
cool
band
guy. I met him
from
before.
Tennessee.
Yeah, he Eric Gales. We were at Minglewood, and Eric Gales. I was backstage, and he was like, "Go find Zach Myers and give him this guitar," and hands me one of those St. Blues Telecasters, and I had to go find Zach so they could play Red House. He's a cool dude.
Shout out to Zach.
Yeah. Musically, I'm gonna give it to him. Like, Zach's an old blues dude from Memphis. He's playing on Beale Street and stuff, so that's pocket for me. Like, that's right in the hoop for me.
Verified. But, I mean, again, look,
and they writing some tunes.
They
can sing.
They wrote some tunes. That's the thing. That dude can sing. Mm-hmm. A lot of these dudes in the genre could not actually sing. This
Very
dude,
true.
Like, there's a reason why you don't see a lot of people out here covering Shinedown songs.
Yeah,
because all the good ones to be covered.
Yeah,
you gonna have to come.
He set the bar real high.
Yeah,
literally.
Now drip wise, they kind of just middle of the road. They kind of just fell in with the crowd.
They did their thing. Yeah.
Nothing to say.
Longevity. I mean, they still out here. So,
I mean,
I'm saying S tier.
You think they're S tier?
I think for what we got in this one, that's S tier.
I feel like they're an A. I mean, I feel like they're an A. They are good.
Maybe I'm biased because of Memphis.
They are good. I mean,
There's a lot of shit.
I mean, we can't, S tiers. I mean, that's, I don't know, man. I mean, A is good. A is commendable.
All right, we can go A. I'll give them A.
A is,
But a good A, A plus.
A plus. If we had A plus on here, they would have gotten it.
All right, who we got up next?
Man, coming up next, this is a band that I would put in the category of people you may have forgotten about, unless you are from the South or in the area. I'm talking about Saving Abel. Man, addicted.
All right, so maybe I'm not.
Oh man. Oh man.
Why do I remember this song? Let's see, this is what we were talking about.
That's why it's on the list, man.
But I'm not okay. So that's kind of Memphis, not exactly Memphis, but Mississippi enough to be Memphis,
Right?
Like
Yep.
close enough, Memphis adjacent.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna prove that I don't have Memphis bias here because I ain't rock with him like I was rocking for Shinedown.
I mean, it'd be very hard to rock with them like you rock for Shinedown. I mean, Addicted is the only song that I think most people know. I certainly don't know anymore past that.
And they were past the era too. Like I was finishing college and shit when they put that shit out. Or maybe they were just still playing that motherfucker in Memphis and I just hadn't heard it yet.
They definitely had a niche market for that song. I mean, that's the song playing in the background of every dude who works third shift, like arguing with his CNA girlfriend for the fourth time this week. Yeah, that's what I think of. And he's also talking to the other chick while he's arguing with his man. That's the song.
He's throwing that girl at his job, and that's what they're arguing about.
Undoubtedly, that is exactly what they're arguing about. I mean, look, Saving Abel, they fit in with the times. They definitely had their weird kind of drip thing, which was kind of butt rocky and a little bit like metalcore. At sometimes a little light diet metalcore.
Image consultants from this time were interesting. I just like these people got paid a lot of money to tell these motherfuckers to wear this.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to wear my fair share of crazy shit, and I still would, but
I mean,
I was fresh.
It's true. I mean, I'll be honest. I have no problem saying it. I mean, especially this one song, and that song annoyed me. Saving Abel, it's F.
Right, cool. F. I was gonna be nice and give mid, but fuck it.
No, I'm
not really. It's not like we're into Saving Abel or anything. Who's into Saving Abel? Like who? It's like Booster Gold. Like who?
Oh man, wow! Booster catching the straight even in this video. Wow.
Like who asked for a Blue Beetle movie?
Yeah.
They made a hole in them.
Coming up next, I'm gonna bring it back one that honestly there is no slander for, in my opinion. I'm gonna bring out the big guns. Breaking Benjamin.
All right.
Breaking Benjamin. Let's just go for it.
It's S tier for me off the rip.
Not,
bro. I wore that We Are Not Alone CD. I wore that CD the hell out. It was one Christmas I had my mom give me a bunch of CDs. I had her give me some old AFI CDs because I had Art of Drowning and Sing the Sorrow already. So I had to give me the older ones. And then I had her import a Deering Gray CD because you couldn't get them like that at the time. You had
that is true.
Get them off the freaking the Japanese sites and have them freaking mailed like in 2 months.
Factual.
And then she went to the mall and got me We Are Not Alone, bro. I wore that CD out. Billy Corgan produced that CD too. He produced that.
Breaking Benjamin slaps straight up.
And even like the later stuff, like you greedy little bastard, you.
I mean, they just had
hard, dude.
The riffs, the tone, just absolute bangers.
Hey, one time we were driving back from Memphis and I made Mitzi listen to Breaking Benjamin with me the whole way.
Doesn't seem like a bad waste of time in my opinion. I'm just gonna be honest.
Hey, we fuck with Breaking Benjamin.
They're dope. Hey,
S tier.
Remember when Breaking Benjamin came through and they was on the Halo soundtrack with that "I Will Not Bow"? Woo.
Only the strong
Woo.
will survive.
Yeah. Yeah, you already know. Breaking Benjamin. Taking their place in the S tier. We will not hear nothing else.
Hey,
We will not hear anything else.
That other one though, the re-recording of that with the chick from Lacuna Coil wasn't as good as the regular.
It was not, and I actually like Lacuna Coil, but it didn't work out.
I fuck with Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, it didn't work out though. Man, coming up next, we're gonna bring up one that, I would say there's kind of on the lighter side of the butt rock, the divorce rock spectrum here, but they had a few hit tunes. Finger 11.
If I traded it off.
Where my lighter at?
Do they have any other songs?
Hey, don't forget about that. Actually, here's the thing. I would contend that I think that Paralyze, that joint was a bigger one than
I'm looking at my depth here because I don't know much on Finger 11. I can't. You obviously don't.
I think Paralyze. I mean, it had that weird kind of danceable vibe to it. I mean, in that whole weird.
Wait, that's them?
Yes. That is them.
I did not know that until just now.
Yep. They want to make. Yep. That is indeed the Finger 11.
I swear to God,
all the way
think
from
they ripped
Canada.
Franz Ferdinand off that shit.
They low key did, but you know what? It worked for me.
Hey,
Nobody really noticed. Yeah.
That jump was going. I didn't know that. So okay, that definitely pushes mine up. I'm gonna give him a B.
Think they're a B? I was like, you think they're a B? I think they had some. Here's the songs you know them for did really well.
Like musicality, like that joint, the Paralyzed joint.
Yeah,
that's hidden.
Yeah,
that's
I mean, and the one thing,
as hell.
Yeah, I'm Finger 11. You've got a nice, respectable B in our book.
Yeah, B plus.
You should be proud of yourself, Finger 11.
I see you. See, that's how much I don't know about him. I had to look in the logo. All right, then. With the halfway point, I'm gonna pick the next one. How do we feel about? Let's go ahead and all right. I don't want to do a heavy hitter yet. I want to pull back.
All right, pull back, pull back.
How do we feel about Five Finger Death Punch?
I mean, I could use a lot of words to describe them, but honestly, it would
I call them Five Finger Meth Crunch.
5 Finger Meth Crunch. 5 flavored fruit punch, like, you know.
Well, it's like, what a douchey thing to name your band. Like,
just, I mean, it's a cringe band name for arguably one of the most cringe rock bands of the last 20 years.
It'd be less douchey if they were like a hardcore punk band.
It would be, but it's not. Like, they are just.
Well, they had that one day.
They dumbed down like metalcore, and then
didn't they have like a anti-masker video?
They did.
I had a student ask me to teach him a Five Finger Death Punch song, and I lied to him and told him that I can't really play that stuff. It's like it was a blatant lie, but I just
like I'm gonna be straight up. Like,
we did learn Shinedown though. I did teach him Shinedown.
Hey, teach him Shinedown. But let's be straight up.
And my brother came in here one time. Sorry, I haven't interrupted you, but my brother came in here one time and told me he likes like metal and stuff. I was like, what? And he said, like, Five Finger Death Punch. I said, you say some shit like that again in my house, I'm gonna kick you out. Not my brother. He ain't finna be. He can listen to what he wants to, except for that shit.
Except for, I mean, let's be honest. For me, this is a band where it's like, if I know that you like this band, that's a red flag. This is a red flag band for me.
I don't even know what they look like really. I just heard some songs off the radio, and I know they had an anti-masker video, which I saw a couple of scenes from, and didn't see the band. So I don't know about their image. Their songs whack.
Their
longevity whack. It's 2 F's in their name. I'm putting them in the F.
Yep. That's the only place they were ever gonna be. Honestly,
like
that's the only place they were ever gonna be. Honestly.
All right, let's do somebody with some more redeeming qualities.
Let's do that. You know what? Here's somebody I know has got some. I know that you feel like has a lot of redeeming qualities. We've talked about this before. Let's talk about the folks that are still out here doing their thing. Disturbed.
Oh yeah, I'm with Disturbed. I'm on Disturbed, man. Even the newer stuff, that record, Believe, that's after the Down with the Sickness. And that one,
It is.
that one has some dope ones on it, like Liberate and Bold Motherfucker, Won't You Liberate Your Mind.
Here's the thing. It's like, first of all, I'm very shocked at Disturbed that they're still out here doing their thing. Like, they put out music within the last, like, 6 months. So, like, they're still out here doing their thing. And here's the thing. I feel like what happened with having a lot of people with the whole we're not taking Disturbed seriously stemmed from just purely the weird vocal things of Stupefy. Like, he'd be like, in a way, I feel like they heard he became he just became like that crazy kind of wacky metal guy.
Is it weird that, like, I always thought that shit sounded like James Brown?
You know, maybe it was kind of like a derivative of that, but like I feel like in a way, like that kind of like.
Also, y'all excuse a lot of other shit vocally, so I don't even want to hear that kind of shit. Like,
I mean, like, that's bad to just snapshot them just off that, because if you listen to the songs, and even me, I'm not the biggest Disturbed fan, but if you listen to the songs, Draymond got some vocals. Like, he's like, it's nice. He's nice with it. Like, he's nice with it. I mean, the longevity is like unquestioned, honestly.
Yeah. What's the other song? Living just isn't hard enough.
That's the one. That's my favorite joint from them. That's my favorite joint from them. I think Disturbed is definitely a quality A band.
I would say S, but I'll be alright. We can give them A. Stupefy was hard too, because a line that really resonated with me as a youth was all my people in the high rise and all my people in the projects. Yeah, grandparents.
Shout out.
They lived in both of those.
Shout out.
Fucking love Disturbed. Go listen to some Disturbed later. All right, next up, let's do every this band is what the dudes listen to, the soldiers listen to when they head out on leave. When they listen to it even more when they get back and find out their wife has been cheating.
Oh no!
And that band is Three Doors Down.
Oh no! I'm here without you, baby.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
I'm here without you, baby.
Yeah. And when he get back and find out she been cheating, not my time. I'm not going.
Oh man. Oh man.
I fuck with Three Doors Down too, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. First of all, we cannot deny their longevity. It don't even have to just be Kryptonite. Them motherfuckers had hits that still get played
out here. I mean, they really have had multiple hits, a bunch of albums, and
there's a video on YouTube of us playing Kryptonite 2. I can make a funky version. Let me see if I can find it and like splice it in this video somehow.
Man, yeah, you know what? Just, I don't know. Three Doors Down is interesting because, like, I feel like they're just like a really quality textbook example of just like, you know, what is a regular good, like, decent rock band sound like? And they'd be like, yeah, Three Doors Down. Yeah. You know, like,
yeah.
Like, that's what, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, and granted, I feel like that.
Not alternative.
Not alternative.
They are very traditional.
Very traditional. I mean, like, yeah.
Aren't they some Mississippi dudes?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I mean, Three Doors Down. That's like they're like a B. I mean, that's like quality.
I was gonna say A because I fuck with them, but all right then.
That's like quality.
I'm gonna say, dude, like, I think we should give them an A.
Should we give them an A?
Like, their longevity does a lot for their grade.
The longevity does have to be accounted for. And you know, hey, they did have like one kind of harder rock mode. If you go back to this deep cut on their song "Loser," they had a little very kind of metal like bridge there. That's pretty. You know, we can bump them up to an A for that.
Yeah. And like music wise, like they're not virtuosos, I don't think, but like
not at all.
The songs are hit. Like they would catch enough to keep them in the run for a very long time.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we got 3 more on this round, and then we're gonna have to see y'all in part 2. But I say we go ahead and get on Hinder.
All right. Well, you know what? Hey, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. Like, bro, that's a bar. I don't care. That's a bar. I don't know how it came from Hinder, but I mean, here we are, man. They are like peak one hit wonder.
Yeah, is there
to
anything
me.
else from them?
I couldn't name one other song from them straight up. Couldn't name another song from them.
I just remember that back when I was getting Guitar World and Guitar World every month, and getting the musicians' friends catalogs and the Guitar World catalog sent back to the house.
The musician friends.
Yeah, they had those those Gibson Goddess guitars, Les Paul Goddess, Flying V Goddess. And the only person I ever saw with one of those guitars was the guitar player in that video. I never saw any of those guitars ever.
That is saying something. I don't know if it's the best thing to be saying, but it is saying something. It is.
I mean, I'm gonna say F. I don't like him.
You know what? You're right. They are an F. I mean, how you make a song that sounds like a trip to the health department? Because that's what they did. F to the gallows.
Damn. I ain't even got shit else to say.
To the gallows.
Aren't you picked the next?
All right, we're gonna do one more here, and that's gonna be wrapping up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're at 8 now.
All right. Coming up here with this next one, I want to talk about another lighter band. I would consider this band. This is like the Diet Coke of this genre. This is the Monster Zero with the zero sugar one, if you will. I'm gonna talk about Switchfoot.
Yeah, they shouldn't even been in
that was an annoying riff. That was an incredibly annoying riff. Look,
we were meant to live for so much more.
Look, Switchfoot is here because it is like the butt rock that a guy who is already messed up one marriage and is already messing up his second one is listening to as he's like driving his kids to the very highly problematic evangelical church that they attend. Like that's
This is
who's listening.
This is his excuse for Christian rock. Once he starts back drinking, he's gonna head back to like Saving Abel and Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, he's heading right back to that.
Yeah,
straight up.
Right now, when he's trying to get his shit together, not really, but
right now, yeah,
performing, he's gonna be listening to Switchfoot.
Yep, he's gonna be listening to Switchfoot. Switchfoot. I feel like that is the definition of. I can't say that they're super trash, but they are who I think for me the definition of mid.
All right, I mean I don't really fuck with them. So I only downloaded that one song off Kazaa.
Shout out to Kazaa.
And it was like the acoustic version too.
Oh, intro. Okay,
like I said, I don't even feel like they should have been in Drop D.
Man, now we're here. We're gonna close out this part one, and we got to close out part one with a heavy hitter, truly, of this genre. And I want to talk about the one and the only Nickelback. Look at the photograph.
Hey,
Rockstar.
That's not the good shit. Hey, Silver Side Up was a good CD, all right? But all that other shit right there.
The hits.
Hey, what's that one? What's my job? It's too bad.
That too bad is, yeah. People forget about that one. It was actually a good one, though.
Too bad we had. Hey, that's kicking.
Like, here's the thing. Nickelback, as much as people want to hate on them, though, if you really look into that discography, you listen to that Too Bad joint, or if me, hey, go back and listen to the album before Silver Side Up that I listened to, the State album from 1999. Go listen to that joint.
Shit, they came out with that Silver Side Up CD when I was in 7th grade, so I don't know shit about it before.
Yeah, go listen to that. And here's the thing. They know what they're doing. They know how to play some of the instruments. They also just knew that they wanted to make this bread and make these hits. Mm-hmm. And that's what they did.
That 9-chord on the opening of How You Remind Me is dope too.
Yeah, I mean that's what they did. They had How You Remind Me came out at a good time, and then you know what? They got a massive boost from Chad doing the Spider-Man joint.
I'm so high, I can hear They
him
really
and Josie
missed a great opportunity to put that in another Spider-Man movie. They should have put that. They should have redid that. Or
you
something.
could have had a whole different,
like even if it was just a string
artist.
arrangement, just like no vocals or something. You should have put that in No Way Home.
Lost opportunity.
It should have been there.
Lost opportunity.
Because that one hit harder than that. What's that? the dashboard conventional. Vindicated.
Well, let's not get into that. That's not good. That's not
Another
good.
video.
Talk about Nickelback. I mean, look. I mean, again, they are the most hated. Band, one of the most hated bands, but they're arguably also one of the most successful bands.
Yeah, I mean, like you can hate on them. They got their bands.
I
bands meaning,
right.
Meaning guapo.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. They're well aware that people talk. I just don't think they care.
I wouldn't either.
Money has a way of helping you not care about things like that.
But I'm trying to figure out like how y'all so southern and shit. All these cowboy hats and all these boots and shit. Like
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like where that singing accent come from, bro? Because that's not how y'all talk.
Yeah, he was this.
I've been up there. I got homies from up there.
Ain't near one of y'all sound like that.
They moved down here and they don't even talk like that.
That is true.
They've been down here longer than I have.
That is true.
Nashville longer than I have.
It is truly a mystery, but look, I mean, man, I feel like with the whole persona that they've put on for the genre, the success, the songs and everything, for me, it's hard to not say that they're not like S tier as far as like what this whole type of music is and is about. Because if we mention this to anybody and we talk about this type of music, I would say Nickelback's probably one of the first bands that would be out of most people's mouths. Like straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like they, you either like them and you either like them and they're like your guilty pleasure, or even if you don't like them, like maybe you're more like me, you still got to acknowledge that they
like I said, like I don't feel guilty for liking a good CD, and most of y'all with opinions like that are like very non-musical. Y'all like trash ass bands anyway, so like I ain't finna lose no sleep over it. Like I said, Silver Side Up is a good CD.
Yeah. So I mean, what's that? We S? We S tiering them.
Yeah, I would give them S tier.
We S tiering them.
I mean, they're like progenitors of the genre.
They are.
And there's always got to be somebody from the Commonwealth.
True. All right, so look, there you have it right here. Part 1 of this tier list is down. And honestly, I feel like everybody landed where they should have landed.
Yeah,
but I'm sure
cool with this.
But I'm sure some of y'all feel differently.
Yeah.
And if so, you know what to do. Hit us up on our socials, on all the usual places. Stay tuned for more new content from us, and for when this part 2 pops up here in the near future.
Yes, sir. All right then, Culture Core Academy. I'm Ping. This is Caleb. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace, y'all.